If no one destroys my fort, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if someone destroys my fort, I'm throwing hands.
That was what like the middle school fight started from.
Yeah, welcome back to the Tool for Eyes podcast, where we document the rise and stardom of Winnipeg's talent and personalities. Thank you so much for joining us. If you listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much. Or if you're live on UMFM radio, awesome. And even if you're joining us for the video only on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 100K subscribers by the end of the year. I know we're far, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it.
One step at a time. One step at a time. It's a cold one today, man.
It's cold. It's cold. We have to do something, though.
Even though we were running, like, bro, that video was awesome. Like, if you haven't checked it out, it's probably out by the time we're filming
this.
It's
out, yeah.
So
if you haven't seen the video, we're right now in St. Vital Park.
Yeah.
St. Vital Park. I've been here a couple times. It's a good place to do a run. And we did a video of running a full lap around St. Vital Park, which is approximately what?
Like 1.9 miles.
1.9?
Yeah.
Whatever that is in kilometers. Me, Arshdeep, and our producer Matt, we ran a full lap around the thing, and the loser had to put on a reindeer costume and run an extra lap.
Yeah.
So I lost, but it was fun. It was fun. You know, I thought it was a good time. You know, I haven't run in a while, but no excuses. We'll get them next time. We'll get them next time.
You know, it's harder running in winter than it is in summer.
True.
Right? Because when we were running, like, you have to get used to the air because it's thin.
Mm-hmm.
This is not as humid as summer air is.
Yeah.
So it's a little thinner, and you just have to get used to like just picking up your rhythm. Because in the snow, like St. Vital Park right now, the roads were really good. Mm-hmm. Like it was pavement. Like we could run on the roads, but there was parts where we were running on the snow, right?
Yeah.
So that was a difficult part where like you don't know how your placement is going to be of the foot, mm-hmm. and like your strides, and that for me, that was a difficult part, running on like the slippery part of the area. But other than that, I found it pretty solid. Like the pacing was good. Matt just blew it at the end. Blew everyone.
We'll get him on here in a bit.
We'll get his thoughts in a couple of minutes. But yeah, overall, loved the process of it. Fun video.
Yeah, especially once I put on the reindeer costume.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a pain to walk around, but especially like seeing people drive by, and people were smiling, all smiles everywhere. And then there was one guy who was like, only in Winnipeg, which he's right. Which he is right. Only in Winnipeg you're going to see a reindeer costume run around St. Vital Park. But it was cool. There was some kids who gave us some cool, feedback, and I was dancing for them, but it felt good. It was a nice way.
It was nice to like just get out and put a smile on people's faces through this new year, where it's like times where it's a little hard, right? It's not certain where we can. I'm freezing here, man.
The fire's helping, but like we're getting there. We're getting there.
But yeah, it's good. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, so it was nice to just spread that joy, spread that happiness. Yeah,
it was a good feeling, and especially like getting outside of the house as well. I know we try our best to stay safe as possible, right? We got our mask on, our whole team's got our masks on, and we're staying pretty spaced out. But it's good to get some fresh air, right? If you're locked in your house or whatever, maybe just go for a walk or a run or something. Like it really does help. I know in Winnipeg it's hard because we're 6 months of the time usually we're stuck in snow, but this winter's been good to us. So
yeah, like plus one throughout the whole, like not throughout the whole winter, but like here and there, like it's been good. It's like it's not as much as snow that we experienced before, right? Like minus 40s, minus 50s. It's gone down to the negative, like high negatives, but it's good right now, man. And
this is our first podcast outside, so we're a little cold right now, but if it works, it works, and then you'll see more of us outside. And let us know if you like the outside vibe. Does it work?
We got the fire rolling, the team standing around shaking.
Does it work? Comment down below, or comment other places in Winnipeg where we might be able to do something.
I'm sure we could probably do that at Cinnabon Park as well. Like I know that's a possibility.
Somewhere down the Forks,
exactly.
If you want to see like the nice human rights museum in the background, maybe give us some ideas. We're always open to ideas, and I think we're gonna bring on Matt, who is our producer. You've seen him in a couple of our videos. He's gonna talk about his little run and how he managed to secure his victory. So,
there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing on our producer Matt. He is the fastest human on the planet. This guy absolutely destroyed us in the race around St. Vital Park. So please welcome the reigning star, Matt Carlin. Woo!
Oh, hey guys.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not bad, bro. Just a little chilly.
Yeah, I am.
How do you like this new setup we got going on here?
And honestly, it's nice. I like the fire. Yeah, like you said, it's a little cold, but you know, nothing that we can't get used to.
So, what were you thinking? Like, what was your process? We filmed the video of the run. What was going throughout your head? Like, you're wearing shorts. It's -14 outside, man. What were you thinking?
You know, like I just don't like being very warm. Like I feel like I'm pretty warm-blooded, so I don't need a lot of layers to stay warm.
Right.
That's why I went with the shorts.
Even though I got like 3 layers on right now, trying to stay warm.
I mean, I'm wearing a lot of layers now too, but you know, like if I'm moving, I feel like I'm okay. But actually, right when we started running, I didn't factor in like the wind that we would get. So I got real chilly right as we started. And I knew it was a mistake to wear shorts. And then we got back and like my legs are like stinging a little bit. But no frostbite, so that's good.
So what was your mindset throughout the run? Like, what were you thinking? Were you just like, I'm gonna smoke these guys? Or
No. Yeah, no. I just wanted to keep up with you guys because I know you guys run, so I just wanted to stay close. And
not did you only keep up? You completely destroyed us.
No. You guys are like right behind me.
No, that was good. It was solid. Like this run was solid. Like just having the team there, it didn't even feel like a run. It felt like we were training for like a boxing match or like just like the car rolling by us, documenting the whole process.
Yeah.
It was awesome, man. But anyways, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna get producer Ritik on here, and let's get it.
How's it going, Ritik?
It's going pretty well. It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Glass is fogging up a bit, but it's going.
You did a good job setting up this set we got here.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting set to set up. Just worry about the cameras not dying on us.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a lot of setup today. We got 4 cameras. 4 cameras, and what else? We got audio. We don't need any lights today. We got the fire.
Yeah. Fire took the most work, I'd say.
Fire, yeah. How it took 5 of us. Mostly 2 people, but it was 5 people. How long did it take us?
I don't know. Actually, not that long. I kind of expected it to take longer because in the past I haven't been the best fire starter.
Mm-hmm.
And so and with Archdeep's help and all you guys' help, we got it started pretty quick. Maybe in like under 10 minutes for sure, I'd say. Yeah, so how was that filming the race this morning?
It was pretty interesting, actually. It was pretty interesting to figure out how to record it. Either we fall behind and run, or get in the car and chase you guys side by side. But there were some people driving behind us, even with their 4-ways, they didn't want to go past us for some reason. So we kept having to like go ahead and pull over, let them pass, and catch up.
Right, yeah. And like, let's say like if you guys did just run behind us, that would probably be more impressive than us running it ourselves.
Oh, carrying something here. Yeah.
Trying to record and run, and you're keeping up with us.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like, nah, it's not. I'm not the person that likes to run. All right, let's get these guys back on. I think
that's a good call. Good call.
Yeah, let's get these guys back over here.
We're on the wrong side of the camera here, Ritik.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
And we're back.
The boys are back. Hope you guys enjoyed the segment of producer Matt and director Ritik.
We're gonna get more on here. We're gonna get more people eventually. It's cool to see like how many people are actually outside, right? Like just looking around, there's like people walking their dogs. They're looking at us while we do our podcast. But you see people probably behind us just walking around. It's cool to see. I know we're in lockdown, but it's nice to see that people still get their exercise or fresh air and everything like that.
Yeah, I definitely think it's, like, very crucial too, right? Like, even though we can't be indoors right now, well, only limited to your families, right?
Yeah.
I think it's very crucial to get outside, get some fresh air. Otherwise, it's hard to not say, quote unquote, sane, right? Like it's you get so used to this routine of just waking up, going to school, doing work at home, and then going back to bed, and you just repeat that 7 days a week. So it's kind of repetitive to just stay kind of sane, enjoy life a little bit. So it's like you truly start to realize like how before this pandemic, we always had the St. Patel Park.
Yeah,
we just never came, like we would come once in a while, you know what I mean? But it's like we didn't cherish, like we wouldn't be doing this. So to me, it's like the small things in life that really make the year eventful. So
people are going to take a lot out of this pandemic. And like me personally, I'm going to take a lot out of this pandemic and actually, take the time to actually go outside and actually, cherish the times with people because there's many people who, like, I would see in university who, now just because either we weren't that close or I'd see them in class or something, it's harder to maintain that relationship still. So I think people are going to take a lot of positives from this pandemic, and
as much as like
forward.
As much as we had negatives, I think there's a lot of positives also that come out from there. Right?
For sure.
Like, I think, like you said, like people are gonna appreciate the little things and the little things that didn't matter to us before, but we realized getting locked in your home and missing your friends.
It's not.
So just spending time with your loved ones, your family, it's very important.
You ever build a snowman, bro?
Yeah. Like the childhood, I think we talk about childhood memories a lot. But like for me, as like, you remember like getting like these bricks of snow just like off of those big mountains, and you would build a little fort around it.
Yes.
Bro, those were the days where you just like middle school recess, you'll have like, you go to the high pitch of the hill, you dig yourself like a little igloo, and that's where your camp out was, and you would gather as much snowballs as possible and you just go at it.
There was people in my middle school, like they when recess was over or anything, they would go destroy other people's forts. And then people got so like angry at that, and I think they might have made a rule or something that, hey, if it's not your fort, don't destroy it. Like that was what mattered to me at that point. Like that was the peak of my importance. That was at the height of my importance. If no one destroys my fort, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if someone destroys my fort, I'm throwing hands.
That was what like the middle school fight started from. Like even if you get hit in the wrong place with a snowball, like it was throw down the gloves, let's go at it.
They banned snowball fights. Banned. But I remember the first time I like really experienced like the snow, because I lived in New Zealand, which was a warm climate. We got snow maybe once, and it was just like, like hail snow or like rain snow. But anyway, like the first time when I got to Canada, it was like I lived in New Zealand and there was barely any snow. And then I came to Canada, and then it takes a while to get used to this environment. If anyone who's moved to Canada from like anywhere, they know that the first real winter isn't the best winter at all. Like
that's when you're getting used to. You don't even know like you've seen pictures of snow, right? Yeah. Like you haven't experienced the windshield weather. You haven't experienced like the snow hitting your face while you're trying to walk. Like it's a different environment. Like for me, when I came to Canada, my first winter here, it was the most amazing thing ever. Yeah. Like for me, I was like my uncles would tell me, just go outside, run around in snow. Like I would play street hockey. I've never played street hockey in my life, but like it's just like the most fun thing. Like you just go on the pond and skate. Like like drink Tim Hortons. Hot chocolate was the best when you came home. Like your face
came back.
Like your face is cold. Like your body's cold, and then you take a sip of hot chocolate, and it just oh man, that's the life. That's the Canadian life.
There's pros and cons though, because I also do remember in high school getting like waiting for the bus.
Oh, that was the worst.
And just it's minus like what 40 or maybe even more at this. Who knows? But like all jacket up, bigger jacket, and everything just through the roof, and you can see the bus, or like sometimes you don't even know if the bus is coming. Yeah,
like, and the worst part is when you see the bus, and this is like I'm not battering like Winnipeg Transit. I'm not trying to put them down or anything, but like you'll see the bus and you can tell it's packed. It is packed, and there's no way there's like 2 spots left on the bus, and the only way you're gonna get in line is if you fight for it.
Yeah.
So
there were times when the bus just drives past you.
yeah, and that's the worst feeling ever.
I like for the person who's taking the bus. Imagine what the bus driver's like. Like these kids need to get places, and I just can't. Like,
yeah, it's the worst part. Like I remember me and you used to take the school charter, right,
Yep.
from high school to home,
Mhm.
and the biggest thing, this is one of the best. It was the best, but also the worst memories of high school was our school charter getting stuck in our school
it was
drive.
great. It was my birthday,
Yeah.
December 6th. I remember it. It was grade 10, December 6th birthday. The bus got stuck. We all hopped on the bus. The bus driver's trying to.
And then no one else, like
not
no one
moving.
else did anything. So we looked at each other and we're like,
Let's get out of the bus.
Let's push
push this thing.
like let's push this thing, and we started rocking it. Like I think it was on the edge, like, and then everyone just started running out of the bus.
Yeah,
Like,
because no one would get out. It was like me, you, and a couple other people who like actually thought of like, hey, you want to get home? We
Yeah.
gotta get out of this bus and push this. But everybody else is just on the bus while we're pushing it. And then eventually, I think we came to the senses like, we're on the bus. Hey, everybody get out of the bus so we can push it.
and then I think we started rocking it back and forth, and then that's when the principals came in and we're like,
They
okay.
started doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you gotta shut it down. Like, we can't have any kids getting injured.
Yeah, and that was also the time when it was like the heaviest snowfall. There was like
Yeah,
it was, I don't know if it was, I think it was also cold, but there was a lot of snow on the ground.
right.
Like a lot.
I think it was the time where it was like the biggest storm of that
That year or
that
whatever.
year, right? And that's when, like, I think we were late to class that day as well. Like,
A lot of
everyone was late to
times, yep.
class, and when trying to getting home in the transit, like the city of Winnipeg does the best job, like, trying to clear snows, get the major roads done.
Yeah.
But
Some of the small streets, it's just not possible.
yeah, exactly. But like we're chilling in the snow. We got the fire rolling. It's starting to heat up a little bit, so it's good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, bro.
I got a lot of stories from transit, but I don't know how long we want to talk about transit. Because I took the transit bus, right? First day of grade 9, all the way to like once I got my license. So
Yeah,
so you build memories. I used to make friends with the bus drivers, because I was the first one to get off, last one to get off.
right.
So they would sometimes be like, hey, I see you every day. Do you want me to drop you closer to your house? I'd be like, yeah, awesome. And like, so I made friends that way. But it was a cool time, And I think you need to take the bus to to appreciate the luxury
Driving.
of having a car.
Yeah,
Sometimes I take it for granted. Oh, I just got a car, but there's people who don't have cars. And it's
especially around the city, like downtown. Like, if you've ever taken the bus downtown, it's one of the funnest thing you can do, but also one of the scariest thing at the same time. Like, you never know what's gonna happen in downtown, right?
True.
So it's an experience. Like, I used to, like, for my summer job, I was a telemarketer.
Yeah.
And I had to take 3 buses to get to my job, and it was all the way by Lila, where we played indoor soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, I would go through 6 a.m., get on the bus.
It's a grind.
Yeah, it was a grind, but like, it was a memory. Like, it was a good job, like a good starting job, but I wouldn't do it again.
I mean, I've heard almost like everyone who I talked to say that one job that you should have is just retail, or something like that, because it really shows you perspective of like what the customer and the person selling is feeling, and you have a greater appreciation for the people who are working, especially
like me, like working at the movie theaters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started selling the popcorn, but you truly start to realize what it is like for theater employees. Prior to me working at the theaters, you have the tendency to just leave your bags kind of there, like
Sure.
maybe you misplaced it or something, like you left your popcorn bag there, and you just go and you take that for granted. But for the employees that are picking that up,
they got to do work. Yeah, I
man,
mean, I guess you could say that's their job, but again, like
it's their job, like it's our job, right? But here's the thing: the worst thing that ever happened in, like, while I was working was and it was Star Wars Rush, and December is one of the busiest years in the theaters. Everyone wants to go see, like, that's when the new movies are hitting. That's when holiday season is, so everyone wants to buy gifts or everything. And we had our max capacity in one theater is 300 people.
Sure.
We had 3 theaters back to back sold out. And everyone left their garbage there. So we're trying, like, we have a team of 6 and we're just trying to get all the garbage together. But, those are the times that remind you, like, in the pandemic now, working back at the theaters, bro, the maximum amount of people we get in a day is 300. So just like it's dead. Like it's a different environment, but like it makes you also learn a lot about like, yes, this is like I've done this, but it makes you respect the people that work hard for like their living, you know.
You also get to interact with almost every type of person.
Yeah.
You interact with the nicest person to the person who doesn't want to be the most nicest to you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even for a reason. Like they're just, I don't know, maybe the time is money. They don't have enough time. You spend too much time scanning the things, or I don't know what it is, but it's a good way to, you know, see a wide range of people and interact with them, especially if you have like a talking or you need to interact with someone. You burn your shoes or what?
Yeah, I think I burned my shoes.
Someone get a zoom in on his.
There's a rubber. You can see. I think it burnt my shoes. I don't know. I also ruined my white cleats. All
right.
It is what it is.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, I think the boys are freezing. It's good to cut it off here. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you're viewing on UMFM Radio, thank you for tuning in to our audio-only experience. Make sure to check us out every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m., 101.5 FM, and tune in to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Road to 100K, baby.
Woo, peace.